Peace be upon you, everybody. Now, I'm going to tell you a very wonderful story about the self-giant. العملاق الأناني. The self-giant lived in a village, right? He had a wonderful garden. And in the garden there were tall trees, beautiful flowers, bees, and wonderful birds. He had also soft green grass, right? But the children, the local children, on their way to school, they went to the garden to play there, right? But the self-giant didn't want to share his garden with anybody else. So what did he do to stop the children? He built a long wall around his garden, like this. He wanted to stop the children to come in, right? So everything disappeared. The birds flew away, and the bees. The green grass, the soft green grass, turned yellow, and it was almost dead. Right? The leaves of the trees fell. The leaves started to fall like this. So there was no garden, a beautiful garden. All right. When the spring came, almost his garden was beautiful. Usually his garden was beautiful. But the giant doesn't understand. مش فاهم إيه اللي بيحصل. Because the snow covered الجليد غطى everything in his garden. Right? But one day, ذات يوم, the children made a hole, عملوا فتحة, through his wall, they entered. The children entered, دخلوا, right? And one day, when he woke up from his window, he saw a bluebird singing. شاف طائر بيغني. And the children laughing. صوت الأطفال بتضحك. Right? The garden began to return back. بدأت ترجع. Right? Now the giant began to understand. بدأ يفهم. There was a connection, كان في علاقة between the children, birds, and everything in his garden. So, when the children came, everything began to change. كل شيء بدأ يتغير. The flowers began to open, بدأت تفتح. The birds came back, and he saw a little boy a tiny boy who can't climb the tree. Right? The giant helped him to climb the tree. ساعد الواد إن هو يتسلق الشجرة. When the boy climbed the tree, the branches and the leaves began to open again. Right? The spring came back to his garden. رجع بقى الربيع وبدأت الدنيا جميلة. Now the self-giant understands what? He was selfish because he didn't share his garden with others. Right? But it's good to share things with others. يعني هو عايز يقول إن أنا أشارك الأشياء مع الناس، مع الآخرين. It's good to share things with others. When you share things with others, good things happen. بتحصل حاجات حلوة لما أنا أشارك حاجات مع الناس. Right? When he was 12, لما كان أناني, and talked to the children, everything disappeared. كله اختفى. But when the children came through the hole, the grass began to become green, and the flowers began to open, and the leaves began to open again, and the life in the garden began to come back. So, what is the moral lesson? الدرس المستفاد إيه؟ It's good to share things with others. It's good to share things with others. أو when you share things with others, good things happen. يعني أنا في الآخر بتعلم من القصة الدرس المستفاد. Alright? Thank you. Bye.